Hello, it's Nicole McIntosh here, and I welcome you to my vlog. My name, as I said, is Nicole, and I'm in London. As you can hear, I have a very strong, I would say strong, Jamaican accent. It's mixed with British accent, so I am here just to touch base while we're on the lockdown. I haven't left the house for 7 weeks, and not leaving the house for 7 weeks makes you have an opportunity to reflect on your life and where you see it going. And so, it's a chance for me to do things that I've not had the chance to do for many years. Looking after myself a bit better, relaxing, sleeping more. So I greet you and I send Sunday blessings to you wherever you are in the world. So, in all things, we give thanks. For all things, we are grateful. And we must always live our life with a thankful and grateful heart. So, yes, I've been getting a lot of information from people all over the world about the impact that my vlogs are having on their lives. And it's really touching for me because I set out on this journey to use my healing arts as healing for myself, and I knew that if I was feeling the way I was feeling, that there might be just one other person who would benefit. I didn't realize that it would have such an impact. So I'm grateful, and it will continue to grow as I grow and develop into my best self. And I encourage you to subscribe, follow my vlog, see what's going on, interact with me. It's very relaxed and interactive. So yes, welcome. Today's episode is going to be called Spectatoritis. Now that's a new term for me, and I'm not sure if it's a new term for you, but let me know. Drop a comment and let me know what you know about spectatoritis. And I heard the term recently, and it is a term that's been used for this feeling or this state of being where people become spectators. And it can happen in your personal life, and it can also happen in professional life, where in an organization you have spectators. And in an organization, it can be very detrimental because as a leader, if your organization has become infested, not for want of a better word, but riddled with, might be a better word to use, riddled with spectators, you need to really stamp on it really hard. So yes, this thing about being passive recipients and not being active participants is something that we need to really be mindful of. And in life, because we get one chance at life, we need to make sure that we don't become spectators, and that we don't encourage people to be spectators in our own life, that we use the wisdom that we have and the experiences to make sure that people are empowered. And this empowerment thread is something that will be coming through my vlogs, because what I'm doing is empowering. As I am empowered, I also empower others. So, as someone who has double maroon heritage, you're going to be tired of me saying this, but I have a maroon mindset, and it's an unconquerable mindset. The only thing or person that can limit it is myself. God will determine how far it takes me. But yes, it will become a recurring theme in my vlogs. So yeah, I've been getting lots of clips of maroons. Anywhere people see anything maroon related, it pops up in my inbox, and I'm chuffed to receive it. It's wonderful. Keep sending it. Keep sending them. You never know, you might be sending it to me at a time when I'm not being my most maroon self, and so it comes in really, really handy. So I encourage you, wherever you see anything maroon related, send it my way so I can too share it. I've been reading about Marcus Garvey, the speech from 1921. It's a very long speech. I've shared it on my social media. I encourage you to read that speech. As black, proud black people, we need to know our roots. We need to know our history. That's the only way that we can have a better future. So yes, today's episode is called Spectatoritis. And a Chinese proverb, I know that there are issues at the moment and the world is really, really in a state of introspection and suspicion of different cultures, and China has had some bad press recently, but the Chinese proverbs are wisdom that we must not forget. So I have two Chinese proverbs. You'll hear one now and you'll hear one a bit later in the vlog. So the first one is one that I've heard recently from my dad, and it says, if you want to make a difference for a year, you plant corn. If you want to make a difference for 10 years, you plant a tree. But if you want to make a difference for 100 years, you educate a human being. That highlights the power of education. And our educators should be proud, because it's in this time that we realize how important the role of our educators are. There was recently Teachers Day. We salute teachers. Whatever teacher you are, we salute you, we love you, we respect you, and we will ensure that what we're doing now to educate our children, that we continue to play our active role and don't become spectators in our children's educational life. So I really want to big up all teachers, because we salute and love you, and we won't let you forget. So yes, that was the first Chinese proverb. If you want to make a difference for a year, you plant corn. If you want to make a difference for 10 years, you plant a tree. But if you want to make a difference for 100 years, you educate a human being. Powerful stuff. The power of education to change the world. And the longest journey begins with the first step, and so often we are afraid to take the first step, and we are filled with fear, and we sometimes have this inertia, this lack of movement, this fear, and you're frozen with fear. But you need to feel the fear and do it anyway, so that we're not spectators, but we're active participants in our life. Because in life, there are no passengers, there are no spectators. We are all crew. So we need to know what position we're playing in the team and not be spectators. So yes, the next Chinese proverb that I want to just touch on at the moment now is another one about not being a spectator, and it even sums up the importance of education as well. So this one says, I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. But I do and I understand. The importance of doing cannot be highlighted enough. So I'll repeat it. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. So in all we do, we need to ensure that we encourage everyone to do theirs, so that they understand, so that they don't become spectators in our life and hero worship us, because there's greatness in man. There is untapped potential in man, and we need to find our purpose and go forth. So yes, the spectatoritis, it's very easy to be a spectator. It's very easy to see others and think they can, but I can't. But trust me on this. You too can move from being a spectator towards being a doer, towards understanding and using your talents. So yes, as Nanny would undoubtedly tell us, you feel the fear and you do it anyway. You fight the fear. You be strong as an oak tree. As hard as it is, we have to be strong. And it doesn't matter what we're going through, we need to find the inner strength, that grit, that zeal, that pushes us on, pushes us out of our comfort zone, so that we too can move away from being spectators in other people's lives towards being equals. Yes, very important. So I just thought I would touch base on a Sunday. I'm more mellow, maroon, because it's important in life to be measured and to know that there's a season for all things. Yes, a time to be happy, a time to be sad, a time to learn, and a time to impart knowledge. So whatever you're doing, don't be a spectator. Yes, we have to look to learn. But remember, I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. Please also tell me what you are doing that I can learn from. It's a two-way thing. And I'm so grateful to have this platform to share my knowledge and my wisdom. So until next time, you've been listening to Nicole. I encourage you to move away from being spectators towards being doers, so that we can rid this world of this spectatoritis. Take care of yourself. Have a blessed Sunday. We look forward to a bright new week. We don't know what's happening, but as a friend said to me this week, we didn't know what was going to be happening 6 months ago. And look where we are. So worry not. Pray more. Don't worry about tomorrow. Trust in God that He has carried you through and He'll carry you all the way. Be a blessing and be blessed. Thank you.